Dear white people, this video is for you. I am in Africa, and your relatives who come to Africa to either visit or to stay, they are treated with love, dignity, and respect. In fact, they walk around, nobody bothers them, they don't bother anybody. But if we flip the coin on the other side, in your country, black versus white, it is the opposite. Now, in Africa, you cannot pull up a case where a white person was chased down and killed by a black person. You will not pull up a case where a white person was pulled up by a cop and shot dead. You will not pull up a case where a white person was for some reason killed because of hate. You will not. And in your country, black people, they're always, not all of them, always pulled up by cops for unknown reasons. Sometimes they can be chased down and killed like a stray dog. Now, would I be wrong to say that hate is rooted deep in your hearts? Would I be wrong to say that you get hate right from your birth? You're born with hate. Most of you say, no, hate is something you learn. But remember, your great-grandparents did despicable things to people, hateful things. And you, the great-grandchildren, still carry on this hate. Would I be wrong to say that hate is rooted deep in your heart? Now, not every single one of you is bad, but the few apples that gaslight racism and hate and make it look like it does not really exist and make every single one of you look bad. Remember, your great-grandparents did despicable things. It is your duty to stand against hate and racism. It is your duty to make sure that you show a difference between you and your great-grandparents. But whenever you gaslight the issue and make it look like it doesn't exist, it proves to me that hate is rooted deep in your heart. It proves to me that you don't even care. You just keep hating and hating, and you don't even have a reason why you hate people. It's very absurd. In Africa, you will not find a white person being lynched because he's white. You will not find a place in Africa where a white person is pulled up by a cop and shot dead for unknown reasons. You will not in Africa find a white person being killed and for some reasons people say, oh, he was a thug, or he was whatever. If he's killed for some reasons, which I'm not sure if there has ever been, because I know there has never been, but if there's ever been, it was because they did something. But in your country, every single day something comes up on the news for whatever reason, and every single time they keep saying it is not true. The black man was wrong. I don't know what is wrong with y'all.
So, as you guys know, I'm from Nigeria, and yes, over here in Nigeria, there are white people, but they are not like many of them here, right? But they are here. Some of them are working here, some of them live here. And another thing is that it depends on where you go for you to even maybe by chance come by them. Say if you're in Lagos or Abuja, for example, you have there is a greater chance for you to come by a white person there than if you were, say, in, I don't know, Edo State or something. So we don't really have much of them here, but for the ones that are here, the few ones that are here, like brother said in his video, we don't bother them, we let them do their thing, right? As long as they don't bother us or they are not being disrespectful, we are cool. But recently I was in Kenya, and there are lots of white people in Kenya. There are definitely more white people in Kenya than there are in Nigeria. And sometimes I swear I had to remind myself when I was in Kenya. I was in Nairobi, to be specific. Sometimes I had to remind myself that I was still on the continent, quite frankly, or remind myself that I wasn't in, like, I don't know, Johannesburg, South Africa. That's how often you come by white people, you step out of the house, maybe you're going to buy something at the supermarket, and they are there. And also, just like Nigeria, in Kenya, nobody bothers these people. They live very free, happy lives there. Nobody is monitoring them in supermarkets to make sure that they are not trying to steal stuff. Nobody stops them while they are taking their morning jog in the morning, asking them why they are jogging past a certain neighborhood. And just like in Nigeria, in Kenya, there are no sundown towns. So these folks can be in any town at any time and they are fine. There is no fear of, oh, I have to leave before it's sundown because these people are going to unalive me or something because I'm not supposed to be here at a certain point in time. You see, all of the BS that they make black people go through in their countries They don't go through any of that here on the continent, because us as a people, we are welcoming, we are loving, we are kind, and we don't have time for all of that hate. Even though we know exactly how they feel about us, we are still who we are. I remember growing up and finding out about racism. I already told you guys about how I found out about racism and at what age exactly, and how I found out I was black. I'm going to link that video down below in the description for those of you who haven't seen it yet. I didn't always know I was black, right? I found out on the internet. So if you're interested in finding out how that went down, the video is linked down below in the description. So yeah, in Africa, we don't have time for all of that negativity, right? We see people as people, and we let them go about their business, and nobody disturbs anybody, regardless whether you are Asian, white, Arab, whatever. So I won't lie, when I found out about racism and I started learning more about our history, it was hard for me to understand how exactly we still treat these people the way we do, when they, who do not have any reason whatsoever to treat us badly, treat us the way they do in their countries. We who have a reason, we have a plethora of reasons. If we wanted to treat these people bad, we have reasons to justify why we treat them bad if we did, but we don't, right? Well, I'm just saying if we did, we have reasons to do that. They, on the other hand, have no reason behind the hate that they show us, right? So weighing this information, teenage me was very much puzzled at the irony in treatment when it comes to how white people treat black people versus how black people treat white people. Then I realized, black people are just incapable of hate. These folks, on the other hand, though, it comes naturally. The fact that the ones here on the continent act like this.
And you can send it to the folks as well. Okay? Yes? What you want to see more?
Love thy neighbor, Safut Sekaka. Send us an address.
Do these folks ever think for a second, what would this world look like if everyone acted like them? The way they behave is just like, I beg, guys. I'm ending this video here. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. And of course, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.